All right, I believe we are live. Hey, everyone,
All
and
right.
welcome to this week's episode of the HighLevel Release Radar, January 29th to February 2nd. Ryan, we had a massive week of releases.
Yeah, this slide deck took longer than expected, but here we are.
We got some really exciting stuff to cover this week. Again, if you're new, if you haven't seen a release radar, we basically sit down and recap all the releases that went out this week. And this week was a big one.
Yeah.
It looks like we're live. If you can see us, let us know. Say hello in the comments so that we can just confirm indeed live. I believe we are. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up the old screen share and we can hop into the first release from the week. And let me find the window. Here we go. All right. I see Daily Short Movie saying, hey, over there on YouTube. Thanks for the comment. There we go. Cool. What's up, Matt? All right. So first up, what do we have here? We've got WhatsApp. WhatsApp got a few releases. Ryan, you want to walk us through them?
Yeah. So WhatsApp has got a bunch of stuff happening. I think the initial MVP launch was great, and we're just building on top of that. So here's a couple of things that are improvements or like kind of new features within the WhatsApp thing. We've got web and mobile app notifications. So now you're going to be able to get notifications on your web app or on your mobile device when when any messages come in or any notifications for WhatsApp, which is huge. A lot of
Yep.
people waiting on that stuff.
Here's a push.
What's that? Oh yeah,
Look
yeah.
at
We got
those
some
push.
screenshots here showing what those look like there. Then we also have contact DND. So we now have a channel for that. So if they say don't contact me, we can now keep track of that, and you can update it in the conversations view or within a contact detail page. So you've
Yeah,
got
D&D
that.
WhatsApp. The D&D breakout is awesome. For the longest time, D&D was like this nuclear thing, and
Yeah.
then we split it out per channel, which is amazing. And now you've got WhatsApp in there as well.
Yeah. And then we've also got
Oh, this is so big.
filters. Oh, love me some filters. And now we can do it with WhatsApp. So create your smart list based on WhatsApp filtering, and there you go.
Yeah. So this one I'm going to reiterate. Basically, you can go into smart list or go into contacts and create a filter for WhatsApp is valid or not valid. So now we know of all of our contacts which ones actually have WhatsApp and which ones don't, so that we're not trying to message people that don't have WhatsApp. This is huge. This next one is also very cool. This is the wait step for WhatsApp, right?
Yep. So fully integrated into workflows now, so you can generate a WhatsApp. Well, you can put them on a D&D list for that, obviously, and there'll be more WhatsApp actions coming within workflows too here pretty soon.
This is big. So we can send a WhatsApp and then wait for the reply, right? Or time out and keep going after a certain amount of time. Massive for WhatsApp users. And then here, what do we have here?
That's
This
the
is
D&D.
activate the D&D in a workflow. That's cool. Okay, now we're on to the next one. Oh, this was one that people were rejoicing over, waiting forever. What do we have here?
Yeah. So what we're looking at here is the multi-currency support. So now you can support multiple currencies in your SaaS configurator, and you can mix and match and do all kinds of stuff. So right now, previously it was just limited to USD, and now we're just expanding it to a bunch of different currencies there.
Yes, SaaS mode available outside the US in other currencies.
Yep.
You can configure it here. DZD, I don't even know what currency that is, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we got more of that. This one, another update to our dev partners. So they get more flexibility here in their account management, right? They can go in and configure some stuff around, which is sweet.
We've got proper account details tabs and streamline the email address updates. Boring stuff, but very useful for the developers.
Again, if you haven't checked it out, there are hundreds, maybe even thousands already of apps that have been built as add-ons that are in the marketplace. So you can go to marketplace.gohighlevel.com and check them out. I was in there the other day looking at some really cool ones. One, I'll shout it out, is something with restaurants, is a Wi-Fi solution that's integrated with HighLevel. So Wi-Fi gate that you could put into any brick and mortar, where if you want to connect to the Wi-Fi, you've got to fill out the form that is connected to HighLevel, and now you're generating leads off your Wi-Fi access. It's already there in the marketplace. You could go set it up right now.
That's
Very
a
cool.
huge one. There's a winery near us that does that, and they've got a great newsletter, and it was such an easy way to get on their list and actually useful content. So
Totally.
yeah.
Next up, we got Affiliate Manager. This is a cool update.
Yeah, lots of stuff happening with Affiliate Manager. We've got a brand new flow for adding affiliates. A lot of it's pretty self-explanatory, but the idea here is that we're kind of doubling down on making this a very mature platform that anybody can use, and not just for simple affiliate campaigns. Sometimes people do stuff manually. There's other different ways that they can run affiliate campaigns that aren't just online based. So we've got accommodations for that, and a bunch of other cool stuff there, including being able to customize referral IDs, and all kinds of stuff there.
Yeah, definitely making it easier to just add people to affiliate programs on the fly. Here we can directly assign new affiliates to existing campaigns. And I think there's got some advanced settings in there. Switch campaigns, customize. Yeah, there you go. Customize the referral ID. That's pretty cool.
You have a magic link.
Magic link. Yeah. So this is definitely, like you said, getting pretty mature. And we're going to have to start talking a lot more about it, because, again, we like to talk about things in capture, nurture, close, evangelize, reactivate. This is huge for the evangelize step, right? We're turning customers into echo effects, one customer into many. Affiliate programs for small businesses are fantastic, and now you can run them in HighLevel. So if you haven't checked that out, definitely check it out. It's gotten a bunch of updates lately.
We'll probably do more on that too, because there's different way. I think a lot of people think about affiliate campaigns as like, oh, link in bio, which works, but there's other ways you can do it in the physical realm as well. So it doesn't just have to be, send me your link, and we can talk more about that later.
Totally. Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got some payments and e-com updates. This one's pretty cool. So here we've got some inventory now.
Yeah. This one for me is huge. I've done stuff like events, and always try to hack things together with a workflow, in terms of limiting ticket sales. So that's one idea there. But yeah, for the online stores, obviously, is huge too. You need to be able to limit your orders. So now we've got that all built in. It looks nice.
Looks great. And then on the front end, when you're out of stock, it shows currently unavailable. Things get grayed out. Here it is in like a 2-step order form. The quantity is grayed out. So nice job with the team. Oh, this next one is massive. This is something that I think we've all been waiting for a long time. What are we looking at here, Ryan?
Yeah, so split testing in workflows now live. Go check it out. We've got our first type. There's going to be some more coming here, including a really cool one we'll talk about in a second. But this is the ability that you've got to split test parts or in whole of your workflow, and see what email reminders or what email sequences are working better, and actually see like real stats on that. So huge props to the workflow team for getting this out. This is going to be a big one.
This is massive. And I think, if you're a builder, you can relate to this. I can think Javier and I have had a lot of conversations where we're like, okay, we need to split test in this workflow. How are we going to make the split? And, you have to come up with some creative thing that, like, no one or half of people, like, I can remember inventing fake users and then assigning half of them to user A and user B, and then splitting off that. Like, you had to come up with all these crazy workarounds to actually do split testing in a workflow.
Yeah.
And now it's so simple. You just use the step, you decide how much of the traffic you want to go down the path, and you're good to go. It's just randomly.
And you can add more than 2. So it doesn't just have to be an A/B. It could be ABCD test if you want to get super fancy.
Totally. And like you said, this is the skateboard of this particular action. It's going to get more robust as we go. you're going to be able to see like more stats and do the splits based on different things. But this just alone is huge. You can now just go split a path, divvy up the traffic, and then take a look at what's performing better.
Yeah.
Oh, another ecom one. This is a small but mighty one. What do we got?
We got shopping cart icon for everybody looking
Kind
for the
of critical.
icons. Yeah, it's a small one, but also very useful, and it makes it look like a real store when you get an icon that'll update the number of items in the actual shopping cart and be persistent on the site.
Yep. So this is basically an element. It's in the nav. It's just automatic. You put it in there, and now when something gets added to the cart, it'll show the number, and if you click it, it'll take you to the cart.
Yeah.
Pretty standard, but pretty crucial. This one is one of those ones that's like, I didn't even know that you could do this.
Yeah. For so long, it's like people have wanted to do so much with email, and I've always had to say, listen, if you can't do it in HTML, basic HTML, you can't do it. But email is expanding a bit.
Here we are. We can now put sliders in our emails, image sliders in an email, and it's pretty cool. You basically drag it over, create your slides. You've got some formatting options, as like you want to round the corners, you want to make them rectangles, whatever you want to do. You can link them out, and it looks really nice.
Yeah. Give one caveat here, just for everybody listening. This is not supported in Gmail yet. So Apple Mail supports it, Gmail does not.
Well, to be fair, it says here that Gmail supports the thumbnail, just not the arrows.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's a good detail I missed there. It doesn't support the arrows, but if you click on the thumbnails, you should be good to go.
And stinking Outlook is just way behind the times. But, and we should have saved, this would have been a good one for the end of the show when we talk about what we're excited about. The team is working on the view in browser link. That's going to launch pretty soon. And with that, it kind of solves these, because with the cool stuff, like if you're in Outlook and you can't do the slider, you can just click view in browser. It opens the email in your browser, and then you get the full experience. So this is a pretty cool example. I feel like a lot of companies shy away from this type of stuff because it's not universally available. But not us. We listened to you. People wanted it. The team built it. So now you got sliders and emails.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. Let's see what we got next. Oh, here's another image.
Yeah, I think we got a couple more of what it looks like in different email clients.
Okay, there we go. So there it is in Gmail. So you just clicked the thumbnail. So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next update. What do we have here? CRM update. View all contact notes for a company. Oh, this is cool. Walk us through this one.
Yeah. So I kind of think about this as like edging closer and closer to functionality in HubSpot that didn't previously exist in HighLevel. So now when when you're doing more B2B sales, you're not just trying to keep notes on individual people because they come and go sometimes, or maybe there's a new stakeholder. Now you can have unified view of notes within a particular company. So helps to organize stuff, like I said, particularly for B2B type relationships or marketing.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going laser mode here. So we're in contacts and we hit the company tab. We can then search a company and we could see all the notes that have been made across all the contacts that are related to that company.
Right.
This kind of stuff is kind of over my head. I've never been like a hardcore CRM type of person. I've never worked with clients that use Salesforce and HubSpot and all that, but I'm slowly wrapping my head around it. And I'm seeing the power of this. And once custom objects drop, then I think it's fully game on Salesforce HubSpot mode.
Yeah. Custom objects is the big ticket there.
Okay, so here we're just looking at, we can filter the notes, edit the notes. Cool. Oh, this one, another big one that people were really asking for. Again, we launched proposals and estimates. It was kind of in skateboard mode. I feel like we're at bicycle mode at this point, maybe about motorcycle phase with this one. Talk about the update we just got here.
Yeah. So the big problem that we were solving for is like, okay, how do you make a super highly functional editor so that you can just make it look like a website basically?
Hmm.
And that's later on down the road. But in the meantime, here's the easy fix. Most people have PDFs of forms that they've already created, or maybe it exists in some other platform and you want to stop paying for that platform. You can export the PDF, upload it here, and now you have floating, which was a new thing, and being able to use a PDF as a document to sign. But now we
Mhm.
have floating fields, floating text fields. So the input boxes can just be floating. You can put them right over that PDF. Works with the signature as well, which we've had for a little while. And now you can have essentially a fully functional form out of a PDF, which is insanely great.
Absolutely. I think we talked about this before, but the fact that we can now go from like generating a lead, automatically triggering the proposal gets signed, that automatically triggers the invoice gets paid. Now we're automatically triggering review requests and whatever else we want to do. We're at that point where we can go the full sales cycle with automation in Workflow Builder,
Yeah.
which is super awesome. I think the last little piece of this that's going to roll out next is the date field. So you can drag in a date field in there. I know some people are waiting on that. And then once that rolls out, I think we're game on. I mean, most people, I think right now could go cancel their PandaDoc or whatever they're using. And, you know,
Yeah.
if you're waiting on that last date field, that'll be out pretty soon.
Yeah. And then the next couple slides are one little nice touch is it does the auto scroll, kind of like DocuSign and some other ones
Mhm.
do. So once
Yeah.
you're done signing, it'll automatically scroll and show you where to what you got to do next, which is kind of cool.
Which is so nice, but obviously terrible because none of us are reading the contracts. We're just clicking, what do I need to sign
Click,
next?
click. I'm buying a house. Keep going.
Click,
Yeah.
click, 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 sign, sign, sign. Okay. I hope that works out. Oh, what do we have, a video here? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if
Next
it'll
up.
work. I put in the screenshots too, but we had a video from the team on this showing how to rearrange courses within, or it's in the learning tab, but you can rearrange the courses within communities in the learning tab there.
This is nice. That's a small but mighty one, right? Like the order of your courses could really matter, especially if you're progressing people through courses in a sequential manner. You need to be able to line them up. So that
Yeah.
one's pretty sweet. We've got a couple of updates here from courses and communities, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
What do we
can,
have?
you
Oh,
can
this is a big
rearrange
one.
them. You can edit them.
And now we can have
Um,
paid courses in communities, right? That's what this
mhm.
one is.
Yep. Yeah,
So
that's a big one.
we could see here these courses. This is a $122 course, $12 course, right in the client portal, right? So we're in a community essentially, and now we can have paid courses. So this
Yeah.
is a massive step. I mean, this team is just cranking out the updates, and they're really on fire. Like this guy down here in this course. We've got, what else do we have here? So we've got, I think that's just kind of showing the view thing again.
Yeah, this is how
Here's
you add
paid
it. Just like
courses with the different
currencies.
drawing a blank here. You don't have to use USD.
Yeah.
The different currencies for paid courses in communities. We're getting very meta these days. Okay, here's a preview of how it looks when you select one to go buy. We've got really nice checkout experience. And then we can track the progress here, which looks really nice as well.
Yeah.
You get an email when you buy. Okay, cool. So this is where we get to the point where it's like, okay, there are too many releases to like show them all. Let's run through the rest of them as a list here. First up, send documents and contracts in a preferred currency. That's awesome. Sub account dashboards, new operator for widgets is all of. So
Yeah.
that's
So an
kind of
example of this is like, what if you wanted to show a widget that showed all of 3 tags? So instead of just selecting one tag, you can select all of them, or 3, and just say, show me everything that is all of these tags. So
nice.
that's how you do it.
Our next one, this one was pretty smart. So SaaS mode got an update where instead of doing the two-factor authentication right up front, which is like a big layer of friction, they moved it to when you actually try to get a number. So you should get more adoption, less friction up front, and then you get the security when it makes sense.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Calendar updates, service menu, auto opt on. So service menus are live for everyone. If you don't want your clients to see service menus in calendars, you can actually toggle it off.
Yeah.
Conversation updates made Get Messages API public. If you know what that means, you're probably pretty excited. That's one for the dev community. Conversation AI reporting feedback flow. I didn't see that one. Do you know any more about that one?
Yeah, so this one is basically when you're using conversation AI, when it responds, there's like a thumbs up and a thumbs down.
Hmm.
And I poked on this one because I'm like, okay, well, so what? Like, what happens?
Mhm.
And they said, well, they actually built out a flow in the back end so that they're getting tickets every time that there's a negative feedback
Mm.
saying like, hey, this was not a good response, and they're using that to fine tune our LLM and our
Mm.
interactions with the AI bot essentially to make them better. So it's a
Great.
way just to showcase we're not just throwing it out there and hoping for the best. Like they're constantly tweaking these things. We're in meetings all the time, just going over this stuff.
Nice. So now those
Yeah.
thumbs up, thumbs down actually have some teeth and
Yep.
they're working it back into the model. That's cool.
Hmm.
Conversation updates, webhook support for voice calls. So that's another one for the dev community. Calendar updates, sync disconnected. This is cool. So if something disconnects in calendars, there's now an email notification that goes out, right? It used to be just a banner, I think.
Yeah. This was a huge pain point. I've seen it all over the place. And, the biggest challenge is like we want to be able to integrate with third parties, but a lot of times the third parties have security timeouts and we don't have control over it. But when it happens now, at least you'll know about it and you can fix it right away instead of getting a bunch of calls saying that, there's all kinds of appointments that aren't syncing right. So,
Got it. Last one is another one for the dev community. Public APIs are now available for products and prices, which is awesome. That brings us to the end of the slides for this week, which
mhm.
means it's time for what are we most excited for? Ryan, what are you most excited to roll out in the
Yeah,
near
so
future?
this is I don't know the timing on this, but this one I got pretty excited when they were talking about it, and that is a click map for tracking links in an email.
Oh,
So you'll have a visual of where your clicks are and even like a list of all the different links. So instead of just saying like, oh, somebody clicked on a link in the email, well, I've got a footer and like all kinds of links going all kinds of places. Which one was it? We'll be able to get a list of that and then also a visual map of it. And it's going to be a zero config thing. It's just going to appear. So you won't have to change anything or set it up. It'll just work.
that's a really good one. Mark loves it too. Email hotspots. Exactly. You send a campaign and you were like, okay, the results were pretty good, but what was it that caused the result? And now you just look at the email and it'll show you every link will have like a little bar on it that tells you how many people clicked it. Super, super powerful. Can't wait for that to roll out. That's a good one. My most excited for is it looks like it's getting very close. The ability to automatically DM somebody in Facebook or Instagram if they comment a keyword on a post. So this is huge for our course creators, our coaches, influencers. Basically, you drop a piece of helpful content. You say, if you want whatever it is, comment below with whatever the keyword is. And now you'll be able to build workflows that DM people who've commented on a Facebook post or an Instagram post whenever they make the comment,
Huge.
right? There's no
I mean,
24-hour rule involved
I
here.
know
It
for a
just
fact
goes.
there are coaches that that pay VAs just to do this. So again,
Totally.
just cross something off of your expenses list for the month once this thing drops. I do
Definitely.
have one small one to add on top of that. It's actually referring to when we were talking about the split test before in workflows. One of the things that they're going to do with that is that you'll be able to set a goal for a split test, and the system will automatically configure it. So you basically, if you say, okay, this is my goal, I want like X amount of booked appointments in this workflow, create a split test, and whatever one wins, it will automatically choose that, and you won't have to do any like analysis on it. So that's a bonus looking forward feature that I'm excited about as well.
Totally. And I think I don't have permission to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's pretty exciting. We've got a little sneak peek for you on a design revamp coming to communities very soon. It's just too good not to share. And
I won't say anything.
yeah, if I get in
Hopefully no one's
trouble,
watching that.
I'll just blame it on Ryan. So let me find the window here. All right, check this out. Boom. Beautiful, clean, new design. Hide that sidebar if you want. And just so everybody knows, I've been begging for a very important enhancement, which is the ability. Oh, look how good this looks. They're working on a new video player as well, which is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it looks hot. It's really good.
And then my big ask is, oh, here's the like leaderboard gamification view. And then here's my ask. Boom, give us emojis. Give us emojis. I've been begging for it for a
Chase
long
has
time.
been just an animal asking for this, and they finally succumbed. So
Varun finally dropped into the comment and said, just give Chase the emojis. So we should have those in there soon as well, so that you can make your channels look super cool with emojis instead of the flat icons there. So let us know what you think. What was your favorite release of the week? What are you most excited for that's coming up? Let us know in the comments. And as always, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
take care, guys. See ya.